Welcome to my game development stream. First, I'm gonna start everything. We're gonna look at the current state of the game. And I'm gonna decide what I wanna do today. Starting takes a few seconds. Now it started. Lost. Here's my game. I'm the dude in the middle. There are three types of random characters. This is a shooting type. Then I have a casting type where when I press Q, I create a dot at the position, and I have a third guy. Here it is, okay. Randomness seems off. And I have to kill this enemy at the side. This enemy touch me, I lose HP, and if my HP reaches 0, I die. And if I kill enough, I get a level up and get a random upgrade. For example, HP regeneration. Or third size, this will become longer, and so on. Now I get a higher score based on the distance I'm away from the middle. Here I died. Okay, that's the current state. My current task. I was working on this caster type. This button, this is my caster, this is a fire circle ability. Last thing I did, I think balance fire circle ability would be one thing I could do. I think I start with this. Problem I had yesterday that lasts very long. Get 1 second per upgrade, okay. So maybe I should change it. 150 or so. Recharge, no, not recharge time. It has to be, let's make 2000. Now I can have one up the entire time. And I have the upgrades here. So, decrease the duration a bit. Charge time is a factor of 25%. Sounds a lot. Make 15%. Size plus 10. I also want to change this up. The bigger the size, the smaller the additional radius should be. Can I? Let that size. So this would be 10 currently, but I calculated differently. It's no, let's think about it. S size. If this one goes. I want to maximum. So it should always go by at least 1. And it starts with a size of 10 additional. And I reduce it by how do I do it? The size of 30 at the start, I think. If I would do this, it would start with 0, and I subtract nothing. If the size reaches 31, would be a 1, and would go to 0 pretty fast. No, I add 10, then would 40, and would already be 0. This I cannot do. Code divide it by 10. So if it's 10, it would be 1. Upgrade by 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It goes down by 1 every time. It's minus, it would be bigger. This could work, but I think I do 20. Then how the size grows less. Damage is fine. And duration grows less. Recharge time, okay. I think this might be better on performance and scaling. Let's play one round. I have it. Let's go bottom this time. And oh, I have another idea. Would bind on left mouse button. Task. Bind ability to mouse button. Currently it's only... Oh no, I didn't want to twist that. No, I restarted. Okay. Do I do damage? Asian. Size, first size, okay. Oops, I did pay attention. We have more size, more duration. Can I just stand in it? Lot of size. take some HP. They survive a bit longer. Okay. It. I wanted that they don't aggro as long as respawning enemies would not be able to aggro, but it is what it is. Still skill points. So much time spent on looking what I wanna upgrade. Okay. Continue. Also think about doing friendly fire. At least this ability is just stand in it. I'm safe. 25 skill points. I skill randomly. So place them. Is a G skill points. I did not put measure time. I'm slowing down the first time. Ability object is now still very low. Oh, I died. Okay, okay. Felt a bit harder as other classes. Duration is not the problem, size is now die. Let's increase it. It will now be a bit easier to get it a bit bigger. I think this works. Find ability to mouse button. Let's do this. Balance, let's see it as finished. Higher circle balancing. Push. Und next. I have only a key down. I need a mouse down. Let's try. I need first export function mouse down. Probably gets a mouse event. Yes, and I need the game. Now I console log the event. And I need to listen document. I want to do it on the document. Can do it on the canvas only. Don't wanna create outside of the canvas something. Okay, add event listener. Can he tell me what I have as options? Mouse down, mouse down. Now event mouse down, event and game. Did you link it to the correct one? Yes. Do I already? Yes. Don't I only get left clicks or right clicks? I can also mount middle, left, right. See. Trusted, I do not know. Alt can take the position. Target. Screen X, screen Y, and X and Y. I'm unsure what he wants to say me. Screen. Okay. I am interested in X and Y, not in screen XY. And where does it say which mouse button I clicked? Button 0, buttons 1? It says button 1, buttons 4, 1, 4, 0, 1, 2, 2. Okay. Confusing. JavaScript mouse buttons. Main button pressed. Okay. Okay. But I had a 4. Which is it value? I have a value. No, here's no. Tell me. Not confuse this property with mouse buttons property, which indicate which button are pressed for all mouse. What? Okay, so what I'm interested in is the button, not buttons. Buttons always for 1, 4, 1, 4, 0, 2, 2. Okay. So this has to be 0, I think. Yes. Left click is 0. Right click was 3. No, right click is 2. Ah, okay. 0, 2, middle mouse button. Understood. Do I do? I go here. It takes event code only for keyboard events. I need mouse up. I will see. Key code to action pressed. It's not only key, it's input code in the end. And I have to okay, I have a few things I want to change. Key code to action pressed. A map string to string. I want more in here. I want it named better. Key code action pressed. Where do I put it? I think in player I have my key bindings. And it's these values, perfect. Let's change this up. I want to have an object with default key bindings. Short back. Still unsure. Key code to action pressed. This is action pressed. But I also want I have an action which is a string, and I want display. Display value string. What's displayed in the UI for UI display value? Let's call it this. UI display input value. I am not sure if it sounds good. This I should make a type for it. Key code to let's call it this way. Nope, this is, oops, be like this. Now, can I should, if I remove it, it probably doesn't work. So now I need think it was action. And second is, tell me. Wait, doesn't he tell me? By display value. It's an A. It's S. White. Up. DW. Two, three. Two, three. It's 1, 2, 3, and this is Q R. See here. I action. Index of no longer works because it's an object. Can I do a find? And this is only I get an action, it's undefined. I have action point. Action sounds. Oh, I will do it like this. It has to be action here. Somewhere else in action. Wait a moment. But that's fine. I can do two new values. Input code. Call it a string and is down. Is input down the boolean. Now I can remove these. I no longer need the keyboard event. Input code will be this. Is key down is input down. I have input code is only to get the action. Okay. I think this works. This is key up. So event is out. Next value is input code is event. Wait a minute. I forgot what's event code. Okay. This is code. And key up is, so is input down is false, it's an up. Same here, event is gone. Event code. And true, this is down. Now, same for mouse. It's not event code, it's event button. And it's down. Do I need the up version? If I have this input down, I return. No, I return. I also send the up actions. Interesting. So here I stop sending the same press a second time. So I need to send the up version, I think. I will see. So I would assume I can only click once currently. Event button. Once a string, this is a number. Okay. String. Or should I... Let's do something. Let's call it mouse plus event button. So I have mouse 0, 1, 2, 3. I think this is better, and I can pick some paint value. I search value action is this, and then I take value display value. Now I subtract 10. This is no longer completely correct, I would say. Can I go smaller? Key bind length time 8 or something. See, still works. Now I will do mouse 1. Oh, do I display this left mouse or something? Left. Mouse left. It's too long, or let's see if it works. It moves too far. And it does not work. See what mouse left fit in here? Not quite. Mouse 1. I do not need to set this. So this is the correct button. 0. Still not. No. Mouse 0. I sense a 0, put mouse before it, and then. So mouse 1 was a different button. Perfect. Works. Let's see if I can find something better. Mouse left. I am unsure. So this is too long. Mouse, and I just say mouse 0. Can I find out how long the paint is? I don't think so. Then I will change it up. I will just paint it on the left part. Mouse 0. Move it up a bit. The 3 down a bit. Reduce the font size a bit. See what happens. I can move the mouse. Here's the queue and charges. I can still try a bit smaller string size. No. Okay, I try to get it in the middle. I will go back to a big size and 8 here and 8 here. Cannot read this. 10 is better. Okay, let's keep it like that. Not perfect, but it works. I no longer. It's also task clean up console messages. Clean up unnecessary. I'm unsure if I write it correct. C2S, I think I did it correct. Okay. Find ability to mouse button. I have done it. Add active ability. Different business. Okay, I have done this. I want to commit it. Wait a moment. I have not the mouse up currently. Something. Mouse event. Mouse. Put. Teeth. I was assuming something should break, but it did not. It works. So let's do my next task. Look over the frequent messages. Game slowdown. I do not care in the first second or so. It's in GameJS. Indeterminate runner timeout. Okay. Game runner. Terminal runner timeout. Yeah, I slowed down. I have the game. Game state time smaller, bigger than 1. What did I do? Oh, not here. Only after 1 second I will want these messages. So, what is this message? Multiple readback operation using get image data are faster with the frequently attribute that to true. Get image data. Do it here. And how do I also will boolean canvas rendering context is image data image data image data will no image ctx is the thing will how was it called can I do this? What? Können das rennen in Kontext 2D? Okay. Do I set context attributes or something? Or do I set this thing? Uh, HTML canvas set will currently get context. Ah, okay. I will now believe this is the way I need to do it. So I to find out where I create this rendering context. Yeah, I do it. Do not read it frequently. Sync. Image CTX. It here too. And I think I have all. Let's see. I fixed them. Game slowed down. Maybe on reload and he did still do a tick, but it's less frequent. Timing. Well, it's at least looks cleaner now. Clean up console log. push. Okay, if this window is not open, get them. This is understandable. Now, next task. Can use this multiplayer. Let's do here refactoring as a step. So, and I got to look into multiplayer again. First reload, second window, connect, ping, connected, and I cannot restart. Perfect. I already broke it. Fuse. Let's connect again. Game is not started. I click. Let's disconnect here. Disconnect here. Why did he have problems? Try completely new. I connect left, I connect right. I click, I get the error message. Is interesting. In 2-player it happens. There's a problem. I have input down. Find the player. Gives me back a player. Okay. Can also find it here. Date. Players. The game did not start. I cannot find a player. Why do I do not end up here if I play alone? Because there's no action behind it? I'm confused. I have a client ID 4. I do not understand. When a second player connects, it happens. Uh, disconnect the right side. Okay, now click and nothing happens. Do I get here? No, I do not get here. Do I get here? No. Get here. I have no client key bindings. Interesting. So I would assume I can play one. Die. Now I have key bindings? No. Does it mean on get game state, performance, create key bindings? Interesting. So this is not relevant? I mean, on the other side, I should check the code position, which fails, I think. Because if this doesn't return a player, I should not send this type of input. Let's do it. Let player equals this. Now I can do this, and I can say if there's no player or the action is already pressed. This might work. So I still can play alone. Nothing happens. I connect, I start. Okay. Let's Z makes the window smaller. Connect left, connect right. I can click, nothing happens. So far, let's restart. Can click. Perfect. Now I disconnect. Reconnect. And I have problems connecting to a running game. Again, start. I connect. Tick ability. Where's the problem? Undefined. Ability functions are not defined. Correct. So I need to, if I get into a running game, get the state and then I do miss the creation. Makes sense. So it's better to create it in the beginning. Okay. And let's change it up again. Did I do it? Yeah. I will do it on main is enough. I init this stuff. Test this, but it's a shoot ability. Takes a fire circle. Add fire circle ability. Sword ability. This should work. Let's start new. I should just connect. Not work. Start both new. Thing starts this one. Or connect with the left one. This seems to work. Disconnect again. Connect again. Let's. Oh, I see a problem. These bullets should not be able to pierce. A problem. Where is it? Shoot. Tick ability shoot. It's projectile. Delete projectile. Pierce count. And who reduces pierce count? It's ability. Here I should. Although this code should not belong in here, it should happen. Projectile. Did I misspell it? I cannot Let's look into it. Sources, ability, detection. It's something. I hit it. Type shoot. Then let's change it to shoot. Or shot. One more. Was it shoot or shot? Good. Okay. Now I have saved, I think. Load. I connect with this and see what happens. This one is disconnected, okay. But now the... Okay, fixed. This is disconnected. Let's connect back. This works. Let's get a few levels. G-shot is the first interesting. Piercing. Okay. Disconnect. Connect. Speed. Okay, okay. So far it looks synchronous. Let's disconnect, reconnect. This looks good as a connection. Let's start this dude. This works. Now in with 2. I disconnect with this one. I connect with the left one. Cannot control anyone. I control the top one. I connect again. So he looks at this, but he cannot control it. Because he has a new ID. If I new start, it goes okay. But this looks like it can get into running game. Maybe I should remove a disconnected one. So I will start new. I run with the left one. Is this blind removed? Basically thing works. I can move them, or I can try be able to reconnect, would be even better. Let's get the third one in. Okay, this started. All are in. Can disconnect the last one. Can connect back in. This guy cannot move. Wait a minute. My camera is no longer. All cameras can do this? Interesting. This is not what it should be. So we start. Go here, go here. So now if I disconnect, everything's still fine. If I connect, now all lose their camera to their own character. They can still control. Interesting. This is a bug. If someone connects, it's in commands. Oh, I know why I have this here. Because I can connect into a running game. And I set new camera character ID. This thing doesn't work. But the synchronization of the state is not required. So I just search a non-dead character. I do not need to do it if I'm already in. Should I? Let's think. Currently, when I sense a state, everyone gets it and takes it. Now, I should have. If my character does not exist, then I get any character, basically. And I need to think if I can save. Do we connect? Okay, let's make task. Be able to reconnect with character in game. Okay. to think in commands. I get the state, I put it in here. Reset the performance because stuff can change. Should I only send state to the new player? Might create different synchronization problems, but I have to find out by trying it. Now I want to let's think. If a reconnecting player gets its old ID, this would work. But first I need to only set the camera for in the correct way. Give in the players and the camera. So I do not know myself in here. I think I use this in different parts in the code, yes. So if a character dies, and the camera has his ID. Okay, the camera has an ID. I use this function. And I should only change if my main character is dead. And why don't I break here? This means he always took the last one. Let new camera is do I have camera functions? No. Could start with null. If camera is dead. No, if player is not dead. and no, hey. New is null. Then I set it. Or wait a moment. No, the stat check needs to happen every time. If character ID equals camera character ID. I first need this. Character ID exists. No, the character should always have an ID, and if the character ID is undefined, it will not be equal, so it works out. Else if I set it, or if null. New camera character ID. Let's call it this. And we say this is this. Oops. And at the end, it needs camera point character ID is new. Does he accept it? Can this be undefined? Okay, he accepts it this way, but I need undefined here. Now if this camera is still alive, I do not change it, basically. And I find a different alive one, I set it to this first value. It's confusing, but it should work. So I disconnect it all. I connect. I start. I connect with anyone. Oh, he did keep its camera, he did keep, and he is not. Okay, I think this is fixed. Now I want to be able to reconnect. Reconnect. This is server code. If I connect, I get client ID counter. So everyone has his ID. I could save my ID as a cookie. Say I want to have this ID and connect. The server needs to verify. Client ID is a number. Get the counter. The connections, I put the client ID. Let me think. Can I get cookies? Quest. would assume I have access to cookies in here. Do I have... Can I set cookies? This is now based on this WS Express VS. Let's think, is this like would connections push, connection send? I sent one. I sent him his client ID. And I have on close, on connection close, I say disconnected. Connection remote address. Let's connections con. I pull it out and I send a player left client ID. Let's do something. I have client ID number and I will add random identifier. Call it a string. Let's do a number. Now I will need a random identifier. Is can I do mass point random? Yes, I send strings. Let's make a string out of it. To random identifier. Random identifier. Random identifier. I think I do not need this double. Just name it this way. And here the random identifier. Let's do it this way. Maybe I should keep it the same. Okay. Now one connects. No, what did I do? This is bullshit. I send back the random identifier. Now, can I send information on the request? I do? Have a socket request? I think I can put values in here. I need to Google. Or debug is maybe easier. I will see. What did happen? I didn't want to click this. Here. I do not use the request. Point testing. Let's see if I multiplayer connection. Here, I send game dev. URL string, protocols, can do multiple strings. Or undefined. Also put something in here. Let's try. My ID is to player 123. Let's see if I can. There should all disconnect. Perfect. Connection still worked. Can I unsaved? What did I not save? Server. Request. I want to debug in here. I think I do not start it in debugging mode. Connect. No. No debugging. Let's stop this thing. My one and debug. Can he? Let's mark this file and say one in debug. Where does he stop here? I have a breakpoint here. Okay. I want a breakpoint here. Wanna see the request object. Let's see if I can connect. Perfect. Tell me, what is this? Past URL. Query. I have my ID. Can I access params directly? Nothing in here. The original URL again. Query. This seems to be what I want to have. So request query my ID. Something else? Where does this game dev value land? In here maybe? Here. If this counts, but I think query is best. Okay, can I write in here? Let my identifier is equals rec point query point my ID. Query my ID. Okay, my ID does not need to exist, but I can do this. I can keep running, can stop here. And I am in the wrong file. Don't save. This is the correct server file. So if my identifier, random identifier, let's try around. I save the random identifier. I have connections. Let's do const lost connections. I have a random connection and the client ID. I try it this way. Connections. Why doesn't he? Must be initialized. Oh, this is an array also. So we initialize it empty. And now connection close. Put in connections push. Let's do it differently. Connection is this thing. Push this thing, and I will put it here. And I make it dirty. Connection. Let's call it coninfo. Now. This is a number. So there is any, and I do not need this connection. Let's rename it connection. This is a string. This never worked. I will client ID disconnected. Con. This is not correct marked. I think this works. So I disconnect this client. I go through the connections, splice it up, and if I found it and spliced it, I can do lost connections push, new object, client ID, client. Yes. Connection, client ID, random identifier is connection, random identifier. Perfect. Now I remember this stuff. Now if someone connects with my identifier, let's clean it up. I create the connection values. I send him client ID counter is wrong, it's client ID. And the same here. Connection client ID. Here I increase it, but I only need to increase it if it's a new one. So this is already not correct. So if my identifier exists and it's one of the lost one, if lost connections find returns a value. Okay. Let's let lostCon is, let's see, I have the connection here, and if con client, no, con random identifier is the same as my identifier, then I return if lostCon, what can this be? Undefined. If it's not undefined, this means it's a lost connection. I need my identifier. I can create this connection. Then I realize this is off. The connection will be the lost connection client ID. I have the new connection and I keep the lost connection random identifier. Now I send information. I cancel like this and this. This else here is not correct. This is a client reconnected plus lostCon client ID. I can keep this. I think this can work. Terminal. Nothing is running. Start my dev again. But now I have a problem. I tested this. I should not do this. Remove it. Didn't it start? It started. Okay. Connect. Works. Connect with a second one. I missed click first. Oh, these are still, but yeah. Connection, but if I reconnect, he does not remember. Now my front end needs to remember. Where do I save? In a cookie? Cookies got sent. I do not need to send this cookie. So I will use storage. What is the key value pair storage of a browser? Browser key value store. Can store key values in a much exactly. Just say me one line. Examples. I expect it to happen here. Query selector. Event listener. My storage. This confuses me. This key values key value store permanent. My client-side storage. I don't want cookies. I think if I try again here. Means I was correct. Main.js maybe. Local storage set. Local storage get. I think this is the one I need. Okay, I have on open. I get no, it's the first message I get, I think. On message pass, execute command. Commands, connect info. I can local storage set item online multiplayer identifier, and it will be data point random identifier, but I need to have something in there. Then I set it, and now when I connect, URL if last identifier is not set. Get last identifier, then I do URL plus equals question mark my ID y. Oh, it's in const. Okay, let's change it up. Equals last identifier. So Now I connect with my ID. It does listen to my ID. If I get an ID, I look if I find it. If I find it, I connect with it and I get them the same client ID. Now, let's see what happens. I can maybe console log last identifier. Multiplayer last identifier. We connect, I open, I reload, I connect, I have a last identifier, knows me. Let's see if I get what I wanted. All three windows, connect, we connect. Let's connect into the one in game, I reconnect, all should have an ID. And now if I disconnect, reconnect. I'm in again, but I do not have the correct camera. Let's see. If I connect, find new camera character ID. Okay. I do not have a current camera, but I have do not know my ID. Players. So I need to do something differently. I have here my client ID. If this happens, ultimate client and game state client IDs I. If I find my client ID, find and set new camera character ID. I have the camera and I have the players. Can my client ID? What does the player have? Game state players 0. They have a client ID. Okay, perfect. I can send my client ID. Is a number. My client ID number or undefined. Does this work? So I do make it optional this way. So if I have my client ID, camera character ID, so this will be undefined. I search one that fits, or the last and new, or my client ID is equals players I client ID. Does this work? Then I set it. This could work. Let's reconnect. Reload. I connect with the first. I connect with the second. Connect with the third. Only this one is allowed to move. There's the third one. Wow, very far away. Interesting. A lot of stuff directly in the middle. Let's reconnect with this triangle guy. Reconnect. I cannot control him. Let's see what 0, 1, 2, 1 disconnected, connected. I did not find him. Is this correct? Hidden last identifier. Let's try again. Connect. Doesn't work. Connect. Doesn't work. Now I broke it. Reload. Disconnected, connected. For some reason they no longer connect. But I just changed the camera. Interesting. Let's make on server side a new. The long term I should not print out the random identifier. My identifier. I have one. Else I say unknown last identifier. I have it here. It's unknown. So if I send an identifier and it exists, I set it, as I keep the alt, I then send the connection info with the random identifier. Let's do one more console log on close. Client disconnected. I think I write something like this. Yeah, I do not need this. Connection, random identifier. Now I see what happens. Let's try again. I connect. Unknown last identifier. This is correct. I start. I connect with the second one. Unknown last identifier. I agree. Now I restart and I have two characters here. I disconnect the 5629. It's not used. So far it's okay, and if I connect, client reconnected. But I'm again on the wrong camera. Now I try this one. Connect. Restart. Everyone has their own character. I disconnect. I reconnect. Client reconnected 3. And I can play, but my camera is not correct. And one thing more. My random identifier has to be different. It will be my client ID counter underscore the random string. Okay. Oh no. Like this. Now did not work in between, and my camera did not work still. If my client ID equals the player client ID. I can install later. Need to break in here because I think it can work. Game state. I get first the connection info. So, and here I get my client ID. Game multiplayer, my client ID. This should be the old one, and there should be a character. Player character I can connect to. Let's try again. Connect, not reconnect, reload. No, there is no one behind. Let's connect with all. Start. So far so good. Everyone has their own character. I disconnect with the one in the middle. I reconnect. Unknown last identifier. No, it did not work. Disconnected is 1. I push the wrong one. And I get the 2 in. Interesting. Okay, let's see on server side. I push. I have the connection, so I do not need to be in here to push it. Connection length, I splice it out. Okay, this is a different. Basically, if I close someone who was not in here, now I always push. But I need more information. Unknown last identifier. And I connection. The 1 disconnected and the 2 connected. This seems strange. One connection close. Get the connection. I'm confused. Did he disconnect the wrong one or? Something is off, and I do not know what. Now I connect with this one. 0 disconnected. I reconnect. And he gives me a unknown last identifier 3. Did I mess something up? Identifier. I send the connection info, and I always send the random identifier. I need commands. Connect info. The identifier is a random identifier. I did not save something. What did I not save? The server. Reconnect, connect, reload, reload, reload. Connect, connect, connect. Let's get the F. They are unknown. This is good. I start one. Now I disconnect with the 0, 0. 0, 0 disconnected. Reconnect. Why did he send a 2, 0? Unknown last identifier. One second. If I connect last identifier, I'm now 4. Send the 4, and now I'm the 5. He says the 3 disconnected. I am confused. The 5 disconnected. I connect. Client reconnected. Only the last one works. No. Now I'm the 7. Client reconnected 7. Why I'm as the 8 now? I'm not an 8. Something is still not working correctly. Now he says 8 is unknown. 7 disconnected. Get a new identifier. Corn lost connections. Maybe I should take a break and see tomorrow. It should be something obvious, it feels like. I sent last identifier 8. He says he doesn't know 8, because the 7 was the one who disconnected. Even if I connect the, so if he It's not undefined. I random in here. It's unknown. I do not change it. I think I now notice I have somewhere forgot the lost. No. Somewhere I use a random identifier directly where I shouldn't do it. Yeah. This is a problem. I need to send the connection random identifier. Perfect. Then I have a last test. Reload, reload, reload. Connect, connect, connect. I start. Everyone can run. I disconnect. 0, 0. I reconnect. Nope. Did not work. He says 0, 0 disconnected, and he thinks my last identifier was 2, 0. Something is off. So my identifier is 3, 0. Or just 3 something. It's I disconnect. 3 disconnected, I connect. He sees, he knows me, and I keep my ID. Perfect. Now I am the one. I disconnect, he sees I disconnected with the 1. Now I connect with a 3. I get the identifier of the last connected. Wait. I send 1 second. Something confuses me. If I set identifier, I'm making log message. He never was a 3. Ah, I see. The storage is not window independent. How do I change this? Oh, short AFK. And I'm back. Okay, I have a new problem, and I think I will stop for today. So let's see. Some connection to running game problems. Okay, here this problem is with same could use different browser to test it. Cannot remember. Nee. How do I do it? Same browser, same data, multiple tabs, Windows will same data, cannot determine old connection, something like this. So let's commit stuff. Improving multiplayer connection, or say better fixing the connection problems. Push. Let's close some windows and make a small round to see if it still looks like it can work. I connect. Now I'm multiplayer game. The no, okay. Charge time is the most useful. Size. Okay. Somehow not the weights I want. 55 HP. More size. 5 HP. I'm nearly dead. Uh, 3 HP. Oh god. Get a bit HP. Fine. Okay. lot of recharge time I get. Finally a size again. And I died. Okay. I will end here for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.